Light it up. Hey, I'm out here barbecuing. Only right. You got my dog staring at you folks. How you doing? Let me figure out how to turn the music off. Hang on a second, folks. All right, folks. Hey, how you doing? Thanks for joining me. Tommy here. Another day to make it right, folks. Another day to make it right. Yes. I decided to come on outside and enjoy the last little bit of daylight. That was a weird sounding bird. It sounded like almost like a phone. Hey, Rick Ford, what's going on there, Rick? Hey, you supposed to be over here too, boy. Yep, Nita's still gone, man. Nita's still gone. The cat is away. The cat is away, and the mouse will stay. Hey. How you doing, Gia? What's going on, Apple Crescent? Desma? Hey, is this Desma? Hey, everybody, how you doing? Happy Sunday. Look, I'm trying to just come on here because I couldn't stand it. I'm like, what darn Sam Hill going on around here? Oh, wow, Desmond, good to have you on board, D. Nothing much is going on here. I was just looking at the tabloids, like not tabloids. I don't even know like what you call it, tabloids. Just I was on the internet, and I'm looking at 2 weeks ago. Wendy suffered a stroke. This, that, whatever. I'm like, this is absolutely preposterous. Let me get on here. How can Wendy go back? She's not. I just found out she's not stable. What is happening? Who are you all talking to? You talking in your sleep and listening to some craziness? Or you all sounding crazy? I think you too much. So I had to come on here. Normally I just let it ride, y'all. Just look over and just say this is crazy, and then just keep it from my dad because that's just pitiful. Who does that? I mean, do you wish bad things on somebody? I don't get it. I mean, do you want to get blessed in your life? I know, Rick. They like that bad news, man. But I'm trying to tell you, man, save yourself. Save yourself in your souls, people. Stop lying so much. Don't you have any scruples or morals at all? Did your parents teach you anything? Damn. I mean, they make up everything. Libby, what's up? I'm trying to say something. Lil 81. Hola. Gossip Live, news. I know. It comes right back around to them. I know, Des. I know I'm not trying to get caught up. I gotta say somebody. That's just ridiculous. When he was just on this thing the other night, just talking leisurely conversation. How leisurely, how out of pocket do you want to get? You know what I mean? I mean, she just came on this happenstance. Hey, Dad. Hey, Tommy. How you doing? Can you listen? Can you hear? Can you hear to formulate the pattern, a sentence, a storyline, a conversation? She held one, right? And that's out of pocket. That's like the full problem. Like, come and just get on something. First it's got to get the makeup and the hair got on. We had a conversation. I tried to gear it towards the book club, but it went in different directions occasionally. And we had talk long enough for everybody to get a good earful, a good insight on how everybody's dialogue. We put put an ear on my father to see how he's making out at 91 after the loss of our mother, you know, so you don't have to. Is he just a little old man living in the shoe? Do they just put him on the side corner over here and slide a plate into him periodically? When is he inside some sort of institution in a little square where we slide plates into the two of them? What goes on? So, all those things were answered, folks. Can she move around? I'm trying to tell you, when I go up top in a couple weeks, I'm gonna go in the pool with Wendy and we're gonna swim around. I'm gonna show you. That girl's swimming, she's doing everything under the sun. And people who say, let her relax and everything, she's been relaxing. How much sleep do you want a person to get? I mean, this is life we're talking about. You don't want to sleep the whole damn thing away. Get up, do something. There's a lot of people that are in far worse condition than any of us, and they're doing far more. Get a credit. I don't get it. It's like you stub your toe, you got to take off for 5 years from work. Shut the front door. I went to the beach today. Do I look like I got a tan? Something's up with the sound. You can't hear? What's up, Glenn? You can't hear anything, Glenn? Someone up with the sound. What's going on there, Chief? Can you hear me? Microphone check. 2, 3. I'm outside. The reception is not that great, but I'm hoping this should be good enough for us to at least get a signal here. Wi-Fi is in the house and I'm out of the house, but I don't think that should. I've been out here before. Glenn, can you hear me? Now you get me worried. I don't like to do something and then waste time. Move closer to the mic. Sounds far away. Someone up with the sound. Damn, we're all having a bad time. You all can't type and I can't be heard. So let me pull this thing up to me. I'm going to try to help us all. Hello. 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 I do have something plugged in the side. Let's see if this helps. I don't know what else could be. Fortunately, I don't have my tech squad here. My wife cleaned this out lens. All right. Clean the lens and we moved a little closer. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. All right. Okay. Waiting for a response. A couple of things on my end that should take care of the situation. All right. Well, listen. Yeah, my sound. But now that we're this close, can you see that I got some sun today? My head. Yeah, I got some sun. T Mac in the building. Teresa Duffy in the house. Good to have you on. I'm waiting for my buddy Sean to come by because he came by Friday night and I went out with the fellas and I actually have a plate right here. This is Chipotle. Good, E. Yeah, I was out there getting on it, man. Oh, man, I swim. I shouldn't call you, but I shouldn't call you E. But I went right after I left my dad's. Yeah, man, it felt good to be back on that sand, bro. Okay, thanks, Glenn. Thanks, Glenn. Yeah, Glenn, it's crazy. It's crazy what they're saying about Wendy on the internet, man. You know, it's crazy. Happy Sunday, everybody. Too blessed to be stressed and all that mess. You know what I mean? Can't control the universe. Stop trying. Yeah, I'm coming back on later on. Sean will be here. I was saying he came Friday and just like laid his anchor down. He was like, "What's up, Boogie?" Might be in the door. Hold on. Hold on. Let out a yell for a bark. And I know this isn't nice to leave during the live. I've spoken to that. Oh yeah, Sherry and Wendy. Okay. All right. Well, look, I'll be right back since you all mentioned that. You know, I'm sorry, and I know some people try to tuck me away and say, "Tommy, don't get involved." But you know what? I am involved. You know, because I don't like all that negativity. I mean, you just gotta hash it. You just gotta figure it out. Sometimes I'm not. I don't get all into like the grease, but I just like to sort things out. You know, I like to sort things out. Sometimes you have to take another look. You know, uh, give me one second. I'm gonna leave the camera up. We're taking that. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. You want to go after all? That looks up. I'm gonna give him a golden biscuit. Hey, everybody. Hey, that was the front door. What was? He was ringing the doorbell. He's gonna come in the kitchen to get his stuff together. I know. I just got sidetracked. I went online and saw all the derogatory stuff. I said, you know, I gotta hunt this way. You know, this stuff I always see. But I said, you know what? Let me just get on here. Okay. Yep. Like the grill, charcoal. It's like I got a job. Let me. I wasn't really thinking about it. Thinking about cooking. So, at the same time, you know, it is nice to have friends come through, especially a man. He might get on here later on. He's just coming off the road and stuff. These people that know Sean, you know my friend Sean. Sean came by. He came by actually Friday, and what I was getting at. He came by. He brought groceries. I'm like, oh man, bought mad stuff so we could cook, barbecue. He wanted to be here. Plan on being here through the weekend. He's like, all right, he's gone. So we're about to turn it loose. I don't want to go at it. Spent a night with my dad last night. And then ended up being at the beach all day. But he's here now. But he's in those cabinets. He's making burgers. I think he's gonna make burgers and chicken. So that's what's going on here at the Williams house. Oh, and about that About that Sherry Shepherd, I don't even know. I don't want to get too involved, but that's somebody else. I don't like. I'm not disrespectful. Stuff like I said it before. Everybody just plays their position. Wendy's not. I mean, you know what is she? Hey, look. Maybe Wendy's a little testy for a reason. Like, she's been away from the show, the money situation, the marriage situation, our mother situation. You know, now she's back up in New York. So now it's the end of the year, the end of the season. Not a time when you go back to a show just for the last little bit, especially with all that's been going on and all the people that have been in place in her absence. So you just wait until next year. That's like the right thing to do, right? You wait around and you say, I'm going to start out fresh next year. But in the meantime, you're in a paradox. And some people aren't comfortable with that. Me, it depends on the situation. I can't say that I have it all figured out, but I'm going to tell you something. If you were in like a little situation, a little gray area, and you're ready to go back to that area that you know about, you're ready, but it's not the season for it. So you have to wait because that's what's been done repeatedly. At the end of each season, there's a hiatus. This is around the time that hiatus is to take place. So why would she go back to the show right now, folks? Why would she go on? Why would they do promotions and everything else with some whole other dynamics in the situation they wouldn't do promoting right now anyway? So, the promotions take place in the summer. Brings the briefings and stuff like that up. That's when all the backdrop and all the heads put their heads together and figure out the right way to market, do what they got to do. Just be patient, tabloiders and bloggers. People here, we're cool. We know how to be patient, and we know what it takes to give somebody a minute. Especially if they never took a minute before. Of course, it was her opinion, okay? Of course, it was her opinion. She doesn't know that. You know what I'm saying? Sherry Shepherd's not a doctor, and you know what? Like I said, I'm cool. I'm not that guy. But I will say, hey, and it's not unnerving to me. It's just unnerving the way everybody pivots and puts everybody together. But then, Sherry made a couple little live remarks that made it seem like, she's a little tense herself, and I'm sure she is. You're sitting sitting on the throne at one time, and it was deemed that she was doing the takeover. I'm sure in her household, they were doing the happy dance. But you know what? The queen didn't leave the building. She just sitting back for a second. Just keep the seat warm. Don't start busting farts on the couch now and start thinking that you're home. Just chill. Hold that spot for a minute. That's it. That's all the people need to do. In and then out. Oh, okay, you're back. And exit stage left. And let the show go on the way it's been going on. I mean, that's just my feelings about that. My thoughts. Now listen, if things were to go differently, when you were to say, hey, you know what? I'm not really feeling going back to the vibe. I want something fresh. Guess what? She is multi-talented enough, well-known enough, well-versed enough, and very skilled in that profession to go ahead and start something brand new somewhere else. Let me tell you this as well. The level that Wendy's on right now, regardless as to whether or not you all are comfortable, and I'm not saying this channel at all, I'm speaking beyond the stories. You really think for a moment that whatever shape she's in, and why don't you check that video out from last time, and then look at the Fat Joe and everything else. If she's in that kind of condition that you see, and to me she's fine. I talk to her every day. We talk about the plot, the plan, right? But she can go back and grab a microphone and engage and grow and familiarize, refamiliarize, and move forward, reinvent, and construct her new future. It's not the future that was presumed years ago or even at the close of last season. It's her new future based on her experiences that she's had over the course of the year. She has that right. She has that right. And let me tell you all something. She's very, very ready to go back. There's anybody with her. There's so many things, experience that she's realized and that she's lived through my selfishness and having her, and also I know Wendy, and I'm proud of Wendy, and I know everything that she's been capable of in the past since the beginning, since the very beginning, when there wasn't any sound coming out of the microphone, it was just a beauty brush in her hand, acting as if she was doing it alone, right? So I've seen her follow her dreams, and these false little, she had the strokes and this and that and everything. Those are just people that are just broke. People that broke down for crabs in a barrel. To have to falsify and create stories to create wealth or some sort of, I guess, something to pay a bill. It's sad. That's shallow. I feel sorry for you. I pray for you. But in the meanwhile, everybody, the truth isn't like, and I'm gonna continuously try to, negotiate Wendy to come out on the ledge with me because I think it's necessary, Kay. And those people who are basing my opinion and want to get more to the facts, stick around. I don't know, Kay, if you heard or saw the video the other night. It wasn't anything to see except me, but I had Wendy and my dad on in the backdrop. They were rather clear, I guess. We just had a leisurely conversation. It did get a little emotional because I did that in homage to my mother. I want to, Wendy's not on there right now. She's not on there, in her platform. And, to be honest with you, that platform that she's had it's capsulized my mother in a whole other life. That's just one segment that's always going to be with us. We have all those clips, we have all those shows, and we have my mother's and my parents coming up on there being highlighted and stuff. TT, I'm sorry I sound distorted, but I got to talk. And we can sort this out and read my lips. I'll try to work on technology for the next go around, but I can't do anything else about this system. I think maybe my Wi-Fi is a little light, but it certainly does feel good to let this out. It's nice to talk on here. It's just nice to share on the channel. And you folks, you've been with me and with the family for so long. I just wanted to get some of this stuff off my chest. I think I've seen some things. I have some people out here within the channel who send me stuff. Tommy, maybe you should take a look at this. Maybe you shouldn't take a look. I know I shouldn't send this to you, but I just want to, and you know what? It's human nature. Whether you send things and people are saying, hey, look, check it out, or ooh, wow, it's human nature to want some sort of, not drama. Even people say, I'm not drama, but you know what? It's human nature to want to find out. We're a very inquisitive species. And therefore, I don't mind the curiosity. But curiosity is not going to kill this cat. Tommy cats, cats. He got beyond 9 lives. So, Sean's inside, prepping up the stuff. He's also on the phone, macking and just relaxing. I see him. And I'm going to go ahead and finish up eating. I'm just chilling. So, folks, I'm praying for Wendy too. Thanks, big sis and little sis Carter. All right. I'll get some shout outs and have a regular conversation here. Thank you very much. I had to get off my I had to get my feelings off everybody. I didn't know it was real like that, but I was really feeling certain type of way. I was looking around, this is crazy. And there's probably more that I could address, but you know what? I'm glad you all texted me stuff. What about this? What about that? What about so much. Go on and on. I'll be talking all night about nothing, about lies, detail. Len Reed, aren't you coming down here sometime, boy? It's getting hot down here, folks. 94 degrees today. 94 degrees. I was swimming like a fish. I swim out to the pool about 3 times today. Each time you go out, it's a quarter mile. So I went out, came back. That's half mile. Out, came back. I was 1 mile. And out, came back. So about 1.5 miles today. 1.5 miles, then I swam leisurely around. So when I swam out, I wouldn't come straight back. I would go out and then I would swim. along the shoreline, horizontal. Then I would come back, cut back. And sometimes I cut back, then I shoot back out to the movie. I just swam. Lots to do, lots to see in the water. Oh my gosh. Lots to see at the beach and in the water. I like to see the water. There's some serious sea urchins down there. And one spot when I swim, I want to get this. I want to take a GoPro next time I go. Would you all like that? I'm gonna take a GoPro with me and I'm gonna videotape because when I swim out, it's actually at my parents' area out there, that beach out there. I'm trying to tell you, there was a guy out there from Peru, and he was swimming. And it kind of, I was talking. I was over at my chair and stuff, and I was talking. And I was like, let's go in the water. And I went in the water and stuff, and I saw this guy who was swimming out. He looked like he was swimming, and had a couple of people he was talking to, and they were like, "Go, go, go!" And he looked like he was a little nervous, and I don't like to see that because I lost my uncle. My dad lost his brother in the surf. In the surf, when I say not surfing, but in the water, in the surf. You know what I'm saying? So he lost his brother while they were crabbing, and I saved people. I saved two people. Two people. One I was cited for in the Asbury Park Press. When I was a kid, I saved actually a family friend of ours, son. We were out there together body surfing. I told this story before. But swimming is not to be toiled with. You got to take that water, especially that in the ocean. You got to respect it. And so I went out, and I didn't go to the movie for a little while. So I said, I'm going to go back out to the movie. And I went out, and I said, to myself, it looked like this guy wanted to go out. And he sure enough did. He would stop because it gets dark. It gets dark. You have the tides and the currents and things like that. You got to know those waters. The good thing is to do is go out there in the beginning of the day before the tide comes in. Before the tide comes in. If the tide goes out, go head out. Because then it's nice and shallow. Go head out, swim, look, everything's nice and clear. When the tide comes in later in the day, it starts getting a little deeper, a little heavier, and anyway, so I went out there to kind of comfort him without telling him. And then later, when we got out there to the rocks, he only spoke Spanish, so I did my English, and I told him, I said that I saw you, and I came down because it looked like you were going to swim out here, and I didn't want you to, get nervous or anything to happen. He said he appreciated it. When you swim over this one part of the water, there's there's a reef, and in that reef, you can swim over top of the reef, and it's like big boulders, like tall, and they're stacked up, and it might be very deep, but you have those boulders, and then you have those boulders being gaps and crevices and stuff. The big sea creatures come down and they go up in there, and that's their little area where you look up at the surface of the water and try to find the victims and then come up. Or they might uncurl a tentacle, grab something and bring it in. Right? 8 of them, 8 legs. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Swim and eat a banana. That's all I had. Intermittent fasting today. I'm not really feeling like eating the rest of this food. This was actually from last night, and I had it right before I went to my dad's. And then this morning when I was going to leave at 10-ish or 11-ish, I decided I was going to stick around, and it became a whole big chaotic mess with the beach. Why did that sentence didn't fit in? I got sidetracked later, but that's what happens. Listen to this. I don't have Graves' disease, but things sometimes take you away. I didn't have it before, but sometimes things take you away. It happens, people. Sometimes, I get flighty. Hey, what happened? What are you gonna do? Sometimes it's in the genes. Don't hold Wendy to the fire. She's dippy automatically. She's dippy. This world is not for perfection. This world hasn't been, I don't know, maybe it was, but it's no longer made for perfection. People, get it right. It's okay if you have a nose hair hanging out of your nose, falling by the booger, or an ear turned around, or an eyebrow twitched out, or no eyebrow, or whatever you got. Who cares? Who cares? How's your heart? How's your soul? Right? How you doing? All right, well, I'm out. Folks, this is my address right here. I haven't been posting anything. I haven't been putting anybody's comments up. I'm so sorry. I've been trying to talk. I feel excited. I got my boy here. You can go ahead and bust it up. Okay. Well, look here. I'm going to wrap things up. I'll try to make it back in. I'm going to even put this in the community tab for those people. I don't know. I'm putting some old videos out, folks. I was told, there's a little recommendation. I'm going to go back and pull up some old ones. I know you all can look and find and watch. Sometimes I like to share those old ones and things, and maybe watch some things together. I actually saw a neat feature on Facebook that you can watch stuff with people, and I was watching that. I'm going to link up my Facebook with my YouTube with my Facebook and the fan page I want to do. There's a lot of things that are coming, folks. I got to learn about this stuff. I can't be afraid. You got to be fearless. Technology. You got to embrace change. Sounds good. Oh yeah, I forgot what I was saying about this food. Yeah. Notice I'm not like holding it up. You know how when you have like how you have like well you don't. I'm almost embarrassed. But then again, it's what I did. So I went to my dad's last night. Actually, I had ran a couple of errands before I went there after going to the grocery store. So I had the ice cream for the fribble, my milkshake. That's a milkshake. We call them fribbles and friendlies. And years ago, I started calling my milkshakes fribbles too. So I had made so I got the ice cream and all the stuff. And I was riding around. I did everything. I finally made it back to my parents' place and put everything away. I had half of the Chipotle last night because they didn't put the burritos, those little the soft type of things in there. And so what I decided to do was eat without the shells. Eat without the shells. All right. So in here we have the charcoal. In here we have the charcoal. You ready? You got everything all prepped up? I'll go ahead and light it up. Let's turn this thing this way. All right, folks. I'm trying to get busy. Hey, did you get my message? No, I didn't get it. Hey, hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Hold on, bye. Hold on 1 second. Hey, wait. Nice and hot. Nice and hot there. The embers get nice and white. Red and white. Good stuff, folks. Nice to meet you. Nice, nice. Real laid back. Positive vibes. Positive vibes. Yeah. So I think everybody is nice and nestled in, right? Miami, begging me to come back down there. His dad's down from New York, and he's got a really fabulous place that he stays. So it's like a resort. Down there. I'm not going back out. I'm not going back out. I think you might have gone to hard rock and stuff. But I can't. Uh, yeah, but that's enough time spent on Sherry Shepherd and all them rat packs. You know? This year. So very hard to hear you. Okay, Apple, I'm gonna shut it down. I'm gonna shut it down. I don't have a clue what's going on with the I don't have a clue what's going on with the sound. I'll stay in touch. I'm on my way.